Hello everyone, this is Terry from Genki Gaming TV, and today we're covering Ninjala Episode 0. I know this came out a while ago. I didn't see it until literally a few days ago. So we're talking about Ninjala. I'm also getting Ninjala's page up because I forgot someone's name. Which it doesn't seem to have their name here. Okay, it does have characters' names. The main kid that we see, not in the episode, but as like the preview character, the guy with the purple streak in his hair is Van. Burka is the pink-haired lady from this episode. Okay, it seems like they have everyone in their tiny kid form. But this episode starts off with giving us a overview of ninjas. But I'm going to kind of skip over that because most people know that ninjas do kind of exist in the modern era to a certain degree. Totally getting my video ready while we talk about it because that's what wise people do. But this episode opens up showing Burton, our main character. His name I remembered. Burka, like Burbecca. I could not remember that to save my life, to be 100% honest. And he's basically explaining, yes, ninjas do exist in the modern era. I'm one of them, or I'm from a lineage of ninjas. I think he phrases it something like that, and he gets back to his lab. Also, there's a big chunky kitty, a thick kitty. But beside the thick kitty are these gumballs. What do? We already know, as people who have seen the advertisement for the game prior to this. But it's nice to see Burton as an adult, because we've seen him as a kid before in, like, the trailer. So, yeah. So Burka, or Burbecca. I'm gonna botch this pronunciation until I die. Bureka? Yeah, Bureka. She is one of the assistants, and so is Ron. Ron's the guy in the background that kind of complained about how this is failure number X, like 2,942, and then it was brought up that Albert Einstein failed a lot before he was able to successfully prove anything. But through our failures do come great successes. And I'm just looking at the other character designs as well while we're discussing this, because I'm assuming we'll see them if this gets a episode 1. Basically, they throw stuff into the tube. They realize that Chunky Kitty gets thrown in by mistake. Chunky Kitty is saved, but everything goes boom. They create the special gumballs that harness a ninja's special abilities. So Burton is running around the room at supersonic speeds, running on the walls, on the ceiling. And Rebecca also runs around a little bit. But then it is revealed that Ron is from a different ninja organization, and he's sent here only to find out about the gum. And that now, since that's known, he has no other uses for either of these two. So we get a epic clash between Ron and Burton. Burton is able to materialize the bat out of gum. The Ippon gum, like the standard one. The Ippon katana, I mean. And Burton actually does demonstrate a little bit of these abilities, except I don't think he does the whirlwind one. He shows up Gumshot almost immediately, trying to like pin Ron down. But Ron slowly begins the process of overpowering Burton until Burton was able to back Ron into the wall with the Ippon katana. But Burden uses Shadow Clone Jutsu. Ron uses Shadow Clone Jutsu, goes in to stab at Burton. Burton dodges out of the way skillfully because of Ninja Gum and ninja abilities, and then pins Ron to the wall and defeats him. Bereka, or I'm gonna botch the pronunciation of her name, I apologize. She is mad because she did not want to engineer a weapon. Who would honestly blame her? If you knew you were making a weapon out of gum, would you do it? Probably, maybe. In a video game, yeah. In IRL, which would have been for her, probably not. So she was very much against it. Her father was against it. There was also a reference to Hanzo, and Burton being a descendant of Hanzo, which is pretty cool. And instantly they are turned into kids because Ninja Gum ruins you and turns you or reverts you back to being a kid, or kid size at least. With that being said, they go to what I assume is like Old Navy or like Kids Gap or something. They get new duds, which are actually the same clothes but tiny. And it was mentioned about Ninjala, so I assume they have to compete in Ninjala in order to basically wait until all of the power kind of wears out so that they can revert, or till they are able to harness that power in order to basically go back to how they used to be. Overall, this episode was really good. It was about 10 minutes long. In general, you should go check it out. And there are a lot of prominent YouTubers already kind of covering Ninjala. So I am going to give you a recommendation real quick. I gotta look up the guy's name real quick, but he's been covering a lot of stuff. Nino the Chosen. Giving him a shout out right now. Go check out his content. I hope to have the opportunity to battle against them and against you all. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, and or evenings, or whatever time it is. If liking and subscribing is something you do, please feel free to go ahead and do so. It helps a lot. And as always, stay wonderful, guys.